Alright, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Nobu.
And today we are going to be reacting to The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2. So we had an interesting season opener. Obviously, we had a little bit of everybody. A little bit of Mando, a little bit of his ship action, a little bit of Bo Katan, all this sort of stuff. And we're heading to Mandalore, supposedly. Which is crazy. I didn't actually realize we'd be doing that quickly, and I'm really excited. So we're headed to Mandalore. We don't know if it's poisonous, and he has to find the living waters. Suppose, at least for now, he's going to try and find the living waters and redeem himself. So I am incredibly excited. This is probably what I've been the most excited for this whole season, is just finding out more about Mandalorian culture and lore, especially in live action.
Same.
Like the whole castle that we saw at the end of the last episode was just amazing. So I'm really excited. I'm going to shut up and let's just get into this one. As always, flying the reactions up to the Patreon. The next episode, we're going to be watching live as it comes out every week, so feel free to hang around. We also got a bunch more stuff on the channel. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. We would love to have you with us. And let's just get into The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2.
Mandalore still exists. If I visit the planet
We've never seen Mandalore in live action.
bathed in the living waters, then by
Yeah,
creed,
well, we kind of.
I would be redeemed.
I don't think we have. Not live action. You've
Yeah,
seen it
yeah,
in the
we
com-
did a little
Did
bit.
we? Okay, a little
Like
bit,
little
but like not
glimpses.
really.
Yeah.
Rising up to herald a new age of Mandalore.
Wait, but was that the mythosaur or whatever that he killed?
Ravaged,
No.
pleasured, and poisoned.
Mythosaur is, you know, the logo on Boba Fett's
Oh,
armor? That's the Mythosaur.
Gotcha.
We've never. They're massive. They're crazy, and it was like a rite of passage, I think, kind of to like kill them in the like ancient Mandalorian culture, or ride them too. Sometimes I don't know.
interesting.
Give us some Mythosaur lore in the comments. I'm down to hear it. Oh yeah, it is.
I was gonna say if we were gonna see her, I don't know.
To tell you, pal. I mean, there are a lot of parts missing. You heard him. The droids! I gotta order the parts from the mid-rim. Let's say 2 months.
Wow.
Settle your snout, I'll put a rush on it. But you gotta give me half up front for parts.
This lady knows how to do a business.
Tell the Jawas Rodian left.
Oh,
Yikes!
jeez, bro.
Back together again. Quickly, before he sees you. Go, go, go,
We're
go,
on the hustle.
That's so messed up.
Here you go.
Hey, you gotta make your credits.
Oh, we're coming back here.
Ram. You hear that? She's purring like a nuzzle shrew.
No still faster than I know what to do with.
So where's my guy? There he is! Woo-hoo!
Whoa, okay. Supposedly, according to Favreau, he spent 2 years with Luke.
Sorry, pal. No chance cubes.
They can't find the part?
Nope.
I need my droid fixed now.
But Mando.
If the
But we
Jawas can't
can.
find it, nobody can.
A droid that's rated for spelunking.
Spelunking? Where do you spelunking?
Make sure it's safe to breathe.
Okay, well,
Can we find someone else?
right back here, scaredy droid. Come on now. This R5 astromech is built for adventure.
That's what I was gonna say. You'd think an astromech would be suited for that.
You're supposed to be
Yeah, because
piloting
like
starfighters across the galaxy.
I mean the Jedi use like similar droids,
It's
right?
falling apart, and besides, I got no room for it on the N1.
I'll reinstall your droid port, and this
Yeah.
little baby here can
He can,
pilot.
then-
You settle your bolts. I'll
and then Baby Yoda can.
Just sit in the front anyway.
Don't be a coward. You're an astromech. Act like one. I was
This is kind of cool that we're going with R5. That's
Yeah.
dope.
fragile.
I thought you said it was built for adventure.
Sorry, I can't hear
I feel like you got to know that when you're doing business.
Of
with her,
course.
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, look at this. That's just a cool shot.
That is cool.
All right, kid. You ready for an adventure?
Oh yeah,
Hey.
baby.
That's cool.
Ooh, I'm so
title.
excited, bro. I got a little worried when I saw Tatooine. I was like, oh no.
Trace their roots back to this planet, and the Beskar mines deep within. I've never been there either.
Wow.
I grew up there.
Yep, the moon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that's Kalevala, where we visited Bo Katan.
Cool. Okay, so she's close.
A Mandalorian has to understand maps and know their way around.
I like that he's starting to teach
Yeah.
Grogu.
Grogu's gonna grow up and be a mini Mandalorian. Imagine.
Shoot, bro.
I like the sound. It really feels like
Whoa. Wow, okay.
Looks like
I was expecting it to look a lot more like Clone Wars, that like desert surface, but
from the surface we won't be able to communicate with anyone out of atmosphere.
Didn't they say the
so we have to be careful.
surface crystallized?
that's true.
the
Oh
heat.
yeah.
Off from the rest of the galaxy.
Wow. This is really awesome looking.
I'm gonna need you to scout ahead and analyze the atmosphere. There wasn't a question.
I feel like caves and stuff are always dangerous as far as like, you know, gases and things like that.
Yeah.
Don't be a baby. Just get the samples we need. And hurry up.
Wait, did you have to go behind the rock?
Yeah,
What
because he has to go
happened?
look at the break in the rocks.
Why was it out of vision?
Here we go, bro. I do it.
Come in, do you read me? I'll pressurize my helmet. Seal yourself in your pod.
That's super cool that he can pressurize his helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what the heck? What the heck? Ooh. Yeah, take him down, bro. Ooh. Dang. He still killed. Can't really use the dark saber. Like it's really heavy.
They look like some sort of like they don't look like monsters. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they have tools.
It reminds me of the Time Machine. Like I wonder if
The charts were wrong. The
yeah,
atmosphere is breathable.
it's probably part of the fear tactics.
Mandalore is not cursed. This is where Bo Katan said to go.
This is
That's cool.
really cool.
I like seeing it in like a different sort of like form, you know?
The mines should be further down.
What if there's other people? This is feeling like a horror movie. Oh!
Whoa!
What the heck? Like I wonder if it's some sort of like imperial.
Tiny person or something?
Why does it sound like Grievous? Come on, bro.
10.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what?
What the heck?
Gosh, good thing you remembered his way out. I would have gotten lost so bad.
Scheduled visitor.
For all. Maybe I didn't make myself clear the last time. I want to be left alone.
He's not there.
What happened to him? Didn't always look like this. I'm gonna need you to guide me to him. Can you do that? This was once a beautiful civilization. Now it's a tomb.
I know that you're frightened, but I need you to guide me to him. I don't know what they taught you about us, but there was a time we actually got along quite well. How good are you with the Force? You must be quite good at it if you got back to me all alone.
That was
Those are Alamites, and we were their next meal. They used to live in the surface wastelands beyond our cities. Can you hear me? I'm gonna get you out of here, all right?
Behind you. right. Mandalore is not cursed.
Was I? Ground. There's nothing left. I once ruled here for a brief time. Now it's destroyed. Nothing to cling to but ashes. Any Mandalorian worth their armor was raised on this since they were his size.
I must continue to the Mines of Mandalore so that I may be redeemed.
But there's nothing magic about the waters.
Without the creed, what are we? The creed is how we survive.
What pains me is seeing our own kind fight one another time and time again. Killing each other for reasons too confusing to explain. We had no hope to resist being smashed by the fist of the Empire.
This area looks much older.
The mines have been here for thousands of years. The living waters are in the chambers below.
Your father sounds like an interesting man.
He was a great man. He died defending Mandalore.
This is the way.
What are you looking at? These mines date back to the age of the first Mandalore. According to ancient folklore, the mines were once a mythosaur lair. It is from these legends that the skull signet was adopted and became the symbol of our planet.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore, shall be forever forged in my heart.
That was awesome.
That was
That was
good episode.
really, really cool. That was everything I was hoping out of this season and more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
It's interesting. I like seeing both of their different kind of like thoughts on their people and things like that and their culture.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that we're seeing them. I'm glad that we're getting Bo Katan back because we get to deal more with that. You know, it brings it up more.
And she has such a kind of a cynical take to it.
Yes.
And it's interesting. I like that. I like seeing that. And it's because she's been through hell. I mean, you know, if we really think it, like I think sometimes you forget that, at least I do, because you're like, oh, it's so cool to see this person back, you know what I mean, like in this new show. But it's like, if you really think about all the things that she's been through, it's insane.
Yeah, and her frustrations are, you know, justified, I feel.
Yeah.
You know, through her experience and things like that. But it's cool to see her contrasted with Din because of how different they are.
Yeah, and her to see the beauty in the ritual. You know what I mean? Even if like she keeps going back to the idea, and like Din never responded, so I don't know exactly what he's thinking or what, but like she keeps going back to the idea that like these waters are not magical. But Mike kind of thought, and I don't know what Din was saying, but like Din didn't really respond to that and say like, oh yes they are. And it's like, is it really about the magic? Do the waters need to be magical? Is it really about like, oh, you go to these waters and you are magically forgiven? Or is the idea the ritual, right? The idea that these things, these customs, these ideas this way of life is what held us together. And right now, at our lowest point, at a point where our people are scattered across the galaxy and warring and fighting, those are the most important thing to rebuild Mandalore and the Mandalorian culture. Like, we have to cling to those ideas.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't think I don't know if Din is the person to like believe truly in the fact that like you know, the literal meaning of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if the armorer was telling him there was a literal meaning. That's what I think. I don't know how much it is about the literal meaning.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible that there are, you know, a good amount of Mandalorians, especially from
Death Watch.
Death Watch that do believe in it, like, you know, more cult like.
Sure.
Right. But it is interesting because it's not like everything needs to have some sort of like efficient effect or like physical truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like these customs and traditions can be simply looked at as part of the Mandalorian culture.
And there is some truth to them, right? Like, there's a freaking mythosaur underneath there.
Yeah, but we know that there is no truth to certain things.
Sure,
right?
I'm just saying that it's not all like, it's not like all BS either. It's not even like that's true.
No, of course, but I'm just saying, like, regardless, you know, I mean, it can be applied to, like, you know, the real world even too. It's like some of these things, these traditions are, you know, they're not like, oh, if you don't do this, you're literally, you know, whatever, you're not be part of the same group. It's like, no, it's just, but it's part of the culture. You know, this is what makes, you know, the Mandalorians kind of like Mandalorians. You know, it's something that their ancestors did or some stuff like that. You know, and you want to stick to those traditions and feel, you know, like kind of like proud of them. Yeah, granted, there's an extent,
of course.
At times, you know, you want to find that balance.
And I think that Bo Katan's probably cynical because she's seen the worst of it.
Yeah, I definitely think that she kind of like overcompensates in a sort of cynical way.
But somebody like Din, right? So like, think of his perspective. Whose life was saved by the Mandalorians. Like everything he has was from the way, you know, the Death Watch, all these sorts of things.
Yeah.
You know, he has this kind of like, I don't know. I loved that moment where she was talking about her father and he just said, "This is the way." Like, that was such a beautiful writing moment. And like the look on her face, and even just when he was going into the water. So like I really liked some of the beautiful moments in this episode. I really appreciated that.
Yeah. And I also like the, you know, the like little things like that one Grievous looking kind of creature, like,
yeah,
you know, stuff
super
like
cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, a really cool design and a cool fight. I mean, I was down with some of the action.
Yeah, and a cool, like, you know, we usually don't get to see, like, I don't know, Grievous's species or whatever.
I don't think it was even.
Really was.
I don't think it was. It was just giving me Grievous vibes.
But I don't know. It kind of feels like, you know how, yeah, I don't really remember a whole lot, but you know how Grievous like was like that little thing.
Yeah. Because he like crash landed as an alien.
Yeah, or something. And then he used the droid parts to like form something around him. It really does remind me of that. Yeah. Except for in this one, the eye looked like it was, I don't know if it was some sort of like he was literally, that was his eye, or it was like kind of like
a little creature.
Or like a, what do you call it? Like some sort of video feed almost, you know?
I think it was real.
No, yeah, it was real. I'm just saying, like, you know, show some sort of like projection of like, you know,
maybe
like looking through or something like that to try to see, but I don't know.
Maybe. Regardless, I think stuff like that's cool. And I actually really liked Baby Yoda going on a little mission.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. It's really hard, and I think it's still going to continue to be incredibly hard to like work with him as a character because he can't speak. But they did a good job this episode, and I really enjoyed that. It was cool to see him kind of like learn a little bit more and see some of the navigational stuff pay off without it being too ridiculous, like too far-fetched, you know what I mean? Like if he had just freaking jumped in the ship and flown it, I would have been like, okay, that was a little crazy. It's like, all right, you have the astromech, you have, you know. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode, and I cannot wait to see where we go from here.
Same. Also,
this is what I was waiting for.
Bro, how did he fall? Like, there's no way that he just fell, right?
I swear he did, dude. I swear.
Okay, you're telling me that he freaking jetpacked all the way down there? You know, like, how did he get so far?
His armor's heavy.
I know, but still.
Which is why I'm like, okay.
Bo Katan had to...
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Either you bathe and take off all your armor, or you don't take any of it off. Why'd you take off the jetpack? Why do we got to go so gorgeous deep? Moment, but
let's just lay down in the very shallow end.
Hey man, some of those baptisms, they gotta dunk them. Maybe that's part of it.
Listen, I'm all like that.
Can you imagine if he went in, did it, and came back and they're like, how much did you bathe in the living? Didn't get forgiven. No. It's like, oh, I gotta go all the way back.
I mean,
I wouldn't risk it.
Then again, yeah, I could see it. You know, the whole Achilles heel thing. It's like, why didn't you just freaking go? You know, just dive.
When in doubt, like, with any magical water, anything, dunk.
Start drinking the water. Yeah, bro. What if you were supposed to take off your helmet and stuff in this case? Because they were like, wait, you had your clothes on? What? It wasn't like seeping into your skin? Oh gosh.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to see if anything else happens with this mythosaur, or that was just kind of a cool like moment. I don't know. I'm excited. Either way though, full-length reactions up at the Patreon. Feel free to check out all the other stuff we got on the channel. Check out the Patreon if you want. You get early access to obviously all the other content we're doing, and then the full-length reactions of everything on the channel as well. And yeah, really thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. We would love to have you with us. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.